What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi and welcome back to Courtside Financial. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button because NIO is very well documented on this channel, and also make sure you hit the like button because it really does go a long way in helping out the channel. When you open up your new brokerage account, you'll receive 2 free stocks. All new US investors will receive 4 total free stocks, including those 2 free stocks valued up to $3,700 when they make a deposit of $100. And lastly, cryptocurrency is now available on WeBull, so you can trade cryptocurrency with 0 commissions. Today we're going to be talking about NIO. It's currently 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time here in Michigan, and the stock is currently trading at $43.41, up 6.15% for the day and down 0.21% in the after hours. Earlier this week, NIO entered into a framework agreement with State Grid to build 100 charging and battery swapping stations by 2021. So the first thing here is that one of the biggest pain points that people who drive ICE vehicles and are considering making a switch to electric vehicles commonly think about is the convenience of charging or refueling your battery. In China, most people do not have chargers in their home, and NIO Power gives NIO users the optionality to select whichever charging method is best for them. To add on to that, 80% of NIO users do have the take-home chargers, but really whichever is the most convenient method for them is what they end up choosing. There's a ton of solutions that have been discussed on this channel prior to this video, but it's things like this that I use to justify the statement that I recently made when I said that I feel like NIO just has a lot of competitive advantages, and more so than a lot of their competitors. But it's not that simple, right? They need the infrastructure, and infrastructure takes time and capital. But when it comes to infrastructure in general, we really see NIO leveraging their strategic partnerships, which is smart in my opinion because it takes a lot of the pressure off of them. As of October, NIO had 155 battery swapping stations, and they completed 1 million battery swaps, which is a 2x from what they did in May when they announced that they had completed 500,000 battery swaps. So it shows that there's strong demand for this, and it's a preferred method of recharging or refueling your battery in China. The numbers don't lie, but when I made the point about leveraging their strategic partnerships, it's not just about State Grid. And by the way, this is State Grid's first partnership with a car company. It also goes back to September when NIO announced their Power Up plan. NIO would be receiving 100 million RMB subsidy from the government to deploy 30,000 chargers. Aside from that instance, it's also NIO announcing back in September as well that they would be co-building 40 battery swapping stations with the Hefei government from 2020 to 2021, 20 of those being in 2020 and another 20 being in 2021, which is also when they plan to roll out their V2 battery swapping stations, which was also announced back in September and discussed on this channel. But I say all this to say that there's not only a lot of demand for NIO's charging products and services, but there's also a lot of support. Back in September, CEO William Li said that the charging stations were already profitable. So this is just a matter of what we call scale. And he said that 1,000 battery swapping stations would be built in the future. So I believe that NIO will be a market leader, and the charging solutions plus a lot of the support that they're getting is going to have a lot to do with that. That's a real competitive advantage. The next thing here is that NIO and State Grid are also working on vehicle-to-grid technology. So essentially this type of technology would allow NIO users to discharge the leftover electricity from their battery back into their home. In September, Tesla actually promised that they would have vehicle-to-grid technology as well. But the interesting thing here is that Elon Musk doesn't believe that vehicle-to-grid technology has much utility. He thinks that Tesla's Powerwall batteries are actually a better solution instead of using the car as a battery. I think that it has some application. If there's like a blackout, it could come in handy. I don't think that it's practical for everyday use because it could accelerate battery degradation though. And there's some people who would sell the leftover electricity from their car back to the grid. But Musk says that this group of people is probably very few and far between. He said that the original Roadster actually had vehicle-to-grid technology and no one used it. Maybe it was too early for its time, or maybe he's just right. And I'll follow up on that by saying that I'm not an engineer by any means, shape, or form, but I don't think that vehicle-to-grid technology has a lot of utility either. But to be fair, battery technology is improving every year, and China's a completely different market, so who knows if this type of technology is going to be well received over there. It definitely is a market of innovation. So that's going to be it for this video. I want to know what you guys think about NIO's partnership with State Grid. I want to know what you think about the vehicle to grid technology that they're working on as well. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment down below. I'll leave the free Discord in the description, and as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.